In this video it's time for the further adventures of Tuck the Invacar. Rear brakes proving problematic, handbrake perhaps not just one cable at fault. So I'm going to spin her around, get her back in there, and we'll start stripping down the rear brakes and the handbrake mechanism and seeing if we can make things better. Well, here we are underneath Tuck, and this is kind of what I was on about, this greasy mess on these handbrake cables, but the movement, that doesn't seem right. That's barely moving. So either it's not releasing cleanly or it's not applying the handbrake very strongly, is my suspicion. So I think I need to look into that, maybe try and degrease this, because this is all just clogged up with ick. I think they would have just pasted on grease back in the day, and now it's all congealed and gone very, very hard. With the shoe off, we can see what's happening. The handbrake is just pushing that shoe away from that wheel cylinder, which is why it's just this lever here. That is the handbrake, so it's just pushing the one shoe away. But if it's not retracting properly, then and it feels all very stiff, I think that's probably not ideal. Replaced the wheel cylinders when I got back on the road the first time. So I've got the wheel cylinder down here, and here is the adjuster up at the top. I'm still getting far too much travel for my liking, so I still need to look at what's going on with these brakes. But a handbrake not returning or not operating very cleanly. Yeah, you can see actually that's not returning right back to the wheel cylinder. So if it's not returning back to the wheel cylinder, the first application of the brakes is going to have to push the wheel cylinder out to meet the shoe. So that's going to waste some distance in the travel. So I really don't want to have to get into taking all this apart. So I might just try getting some penetrating oil in on the pivots on this and hope for the best. I really hate removing shoes. It's just an utter ball ache, especially on these cars because of this huge flange. It's absolutely enormous. But you can see, even with the brakes off, there is a lot of resistance in the transmission. So it makes it very hard to tell if the rear brakes are binding or not. Okay, a bit of the trusty Bulldog BDX, and we seem to have some progress. So now you can see there's actually two parts to the motion here. One is to pull that lever and manually activate this shoe, but actually this whole wheel cylinder unit should slide with a handbrake and push out the other shoe. Now, the other shoe doesn't seem to be returning particularly nicely. Nonetheless, we seem to have some progress going on there, so I shall keep at it and then get some brake cleaner, because I've just got a bit on the braking surface there. This is not where you want the lubrication. Well, I've tightened up both brakes on the adjusters, and also lubed up all the handbrake mechanism each side, and I think things are now much better. If I go to the service brake, it's not really a foot brake in this car, that's much tighter. Is this wheel still rotating? Yeah, a bit. Yeah, I think that's the actual transmission that's holding us up there. This is one of the problems with the CVT. It's very laggy, and it does seem to hold a fair bit of weight on. Is this side the same? Yeah, I might have gone a bit too far with the tightening, but you always want it, you know, to wear the surface down quickly enough. The point is the handbrake mechanism now seems to work better. It still doesn't have masses of movement on it. In fact, that seems to have barely any movement on it. But let's go and operate the handbrake, because we've got to replace the cable. We know it isn't releasing cleanly, but oh, that's much tighter. That feels much better. So now I should definitely not be able to rotate the wheels in the slightest, so that's good. I'm just going to take that handbrake off and see if that has actually released clean. I'm coming back around to this one. I've got a bit more space to work. Yeah, that's still, yeah, I'm not sure there is much tension being left on the cable there, so we might be alright. Maybe I should fire her up and put the wheels back on so the drums don't go flying off, and just give the transmission a workout. It's a couple of days further down the line, and it's time to crack on with the brake sorting on Tuk. I think today's the day we fit the new handbrake cable, so part one will be getting the old cable off. I don't know how you do that, so it's going to be fun trying to find out. So one end of the cable is held in here. I wonder how that attaches. I don't know. No idea how that attaches. Maybe it attaches on the inside of the car. Let's have a look. Oh, there's not a lot of clues there, are there? There must surely be a way. It's just a ball on the end of this cable. But how do you disengage it? I wonder. There we go. I've deployed my new favourite tool, which is a cordless drill with a wire brush adapter in it. So that's cleaned the thread up quite nicely. And what we've got is a nut captive inside this little bracket, locked to the nut on the outside. And I'm just trying to work out how to get some pliers or something on that. Maybe a screwdriver will just stop it turning, so I can lock it and get it undone. I can't really film it. I've not got a tripod small enough to fit under here. Sometimes I should have more faith in myself. I have actually managed to get it undone, so that's now off. So I can now remove this nut, hopefully, and get the cable off. It should just then feed through. It's held in place with a few cable ties. That won't be much of a challenge. Reached a bit of an impasse. I can't work out how to get the cable out of this end. Where's it gone? There it is. I don't know how you get the cable out. It's just a ball end, and I've pulled this collet out of the end of that pipe, which I was hoping would make it easier. I thought that was basically what's preventing the cable dropping off, but I can't get it to unhook, which is a bit of a pain. No, I can't seem to get that disconnected. I'm not sure what's gone wrong there. It almost seemed bonded to the bar. What I think is the case is there's a little claw which that ball slots into, and so it should be a case that you just push the cable up and it should disconnect, I would have thought. I can't see any other thing that's going to hold it apart from this little collet, which should block it from just falling off. You know, if for example the handbrake springs sufficiently that it's kind of pushing against the lever. So I'm not sure what's gone wrong here. I'm not feeling my best at the moment. I think I'm doing a terrible job generally, but yeah, I'm annoyingly defeated on this one. I don't have Miss Hubnut's tiny hands to help. The horrors of home education continue. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do. Maybe go and confirm I'm actually right with how that comes apart, but I can't do a fat lot else today. Well, we're back on the brakes again. I said that my social media secretary was just very busy over there, but has been tidying, whatever tidying is, and I have a page from the manual of how to remove the handbrake. So some of this doesn't apply because this is on about dismantling the handbrake entirely, but we've removed the split pins and clevis pins from the handbrake arms. No, we haven't done that. That's separate. We draw out a cable cover from abutments on diagonal tubular chassis members. Oh no, that's the rear part. Now look at this bit. Knock out vertical pin from bottom of handbrake control ratchet through small hole in outer casing. That's an intriguing one. I don't really know what is meant by that, and of course we can't really see because it's under here, but nonetheless we'll give it our best shot. Oh, I see, there is a hole there. Is there a hole? I would have thought it was that pin, but maybe there's a pin in there. But how am I meant to knock? I can't find anyone online who knows how to do this. It clearly isn't something that is needed very often. Well, I've got a small hole with something in it there. Is that where it connects?
The instruction?
Knock vertical pin out. It can't have been that pin, because that pin is actually part of the shaft by the look of it. That doesn't look to be separate. Also, there's nowhere to access the other side of it to knock it out.
Is that a vertical pin?
Where?
There's 1, 2 and then 3.
That's the ratchet mechanism.
Okay.
Although again, there is a hole there, but I don't think we can pull it out far enough for that. That's maximum extension. There is nowhere to get on the other side of that pin.
That's definitely a vertical pin.
Yeah. This is absolutely intriguing. So, yeah, we still have no idea how to do this job. Disconnect cable from bottom of handbrake control ratchet. We would love to do that, but you don't tell us how. Blah! If you know how, if you used to work on these back in the day when they were in regular service, do let me know, because I fear we're going to have to leave this one where it is for now.
I'm glad you shouted at it. That's definitely made it better.
You think shouting at it was good?
Absolutely, I think that helped.
Yeah. So, yeah. Still some pondering to do there, but we are going to do a video showing how the CVT all works. That's why I've got the bathtub out, currently sitting on the alt sit. So that'll probably be the next video you see. But for the moment, I think we're going to have to draw a blank here. I'm still waiting for a rocker cover to come. I know I could have made one, but I didn't. That is leaking very badly indeed, which is why we've now got a catch can underneath it. But yeah, this one has got me baffled. Miss Hubnut was just trying to draw my eye to the tidying that has occurred. Look at all these manuals I have. Yeah. And yeah, could be useful. Citroen GSO, I need to look at that. I need to work out how to replace a drive shaft seal. And at some point we need to refit these windows. I still don't know how you do that. I don't think that's in the manual either. Here, look, we even dug out the old art that someone sent through.
Yeah, the objective is to make a little area where we can sit and have all the stickers, either the dodgy ones and the manuals out and everything.
Yeah.
And the postcards, because we've got some lovely things.
We have got lovely things, and I have singularly failed to really do much about them. But these are new times and new organisation. Organisation. So yeah, if you can help with this, do let us know. But for the time being, I think that's us done with that, and we shall go home and have nice cups of tea. Right, thanks for watching, and see you in a future video. Oh well.